YouTube friends, this is Josie G, and I have a project that's a little bit different. I am actually creating a Kentucky Derby style hat. This is for someone that I know that asked me to do this, and I have some ideas. What I'm going to be doing is using this hat and some of these flowers. I just came from the store tonight and picked up this assortment of flowers. I have quite a few other ones, and I don't know that I'm going to be using all these. I really like the cattails. These are actually purple. They're not brown. In the store, the light was much different. And these are a light green, which is really fun. The little balls are a yellow. The pink, of course, the blue. And the blue, if you notice, has sparkles on it. And the pink does as well. I don't know if you can really see that. The light, there we go. Now you can see it. Isn't that pretty? And then these are really fun. I thought about getting a couple more of these and putting them in pots and using them as like a topiary or a hedge for my dolls later on too. These are really neat. I got this really cool tape, and it's sparkly. This was in the wedding aisle, and it's roses, and which I thought was perfect because you always see roses around the horse's neck. And I have to make a little wreath of roses too for the horse. And I love these mini glue sticks. They're sparkly. I have some of these, and they're really hard to find. When you do find them, grab them up because they look really cool on things. And then this is table scatter, and it's in the shape of course, Hawaiian leis, but I thought it would look really cool maybe on something, or use it for the horse. And then I found the T-pins for attaching flowers, because flowers are not as easy sometimes as you think they are to attach. Glue and so forth is pretty difficult to use. I had to make, one time, brief story, I was working on the Wizard of Oz play and had to make the big huge cape that the lion wore when he came from Oz, and we used AstroTurf and then I had to put a ring of flowers around the perimeter of it. You would not believe what we had to use to attach that. Staples didn't work. Glue didn't work. We had to use one of those guns that you attach tags onto clothing in the stores, and even that only works so much. It was a real challenge. And of course I was AstroTurf, but still flowers aren't as easy as to attach, and that wasn't the first time I had to attach flowers to something. I also had to attach them to a sheet that I recently got rid of when we were doing a Midsummer Night's Dream. It was Titania's sheet. So anyway, so I'm prepared. But anyway, then I got these little, these are stickers, but they're flowers. And then, of course, the trophies. And then this is what a lot of it's going on with, because this, as you can see, should fit right over that for stabilization, because the brim is great, but it's floppy. So, and then I'll put, of course, flowers in the bed of this to cover it up, and then this will be covered up too. So that's pretty much, and then, of course, butterflies. There's 3 of them in here. But there'll be other things in there too, because I have a lot of things. I have little horses and so forth to put in there, and lots of ribbon and that kind of thing. And I want things to be at different levels, standing up off of the hat, so that it doesn't just look all one level. Okay, so as I'm progressing, I will take pictures and show you what's going on, and then you'll see the final product, and let me know what you think. I've done hats before, but not like this, because it's going someplace. The hats I've done in the past haven't went anywhere. They've just kind of sat. Alright, thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so here's the updated hat. It took me a few hours to work on this, but I wanted to show you some of the pieces personally. First, I made a wreath for the horse that she's going to take with her. I'm hoping it fits because I've not seen the horse, but this is the wreath that I made out of those stickers, which really weren't stickers, so I had to glue them together, and I put a little ribbon on there. And then I made a matching wreath for the horse that I put on the hat. This is the McDonald's horse, and I put the ribbon on the bottom of that to hold it on together. And then here's a couple of the cattails. Here's one there, and then there's another one right here. Oops, there's my finger. Okay, right there. Okay, and then along the edge I put a little porcelain doll. Now I have a hat for her as well. I just have to find it in my studio. And then I put just a bunch of flowers along the edges, and then there's the trophy cup. I put a flower inside that too. There's a couple of the butterflies, more flowers, tons and tons of flowers back here. There is a gap right there that I'm concerned with. I don't like it. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with it. It's right there. I did have to cut that floral roll that because it was too tight on the hat, and I thought she's never going to get it on her head. It's going to be too uncomfortable. I did roll it in the ribbon at first. Tinky is playing with, there she is. No, Tinky. She's playing with the wreath. Okay, and then I rolled it in the ribbon, and no, Tinky. And then I cut it in half here. Underneath there, you can see some of the green still. I glued this on, but you can, if you really poke around, you can see stuff. Anyway, and then I left a lot of these on their stems, so I could but I had to cut holes with my little scissors into that floral ring. Just poke holes so these would go right in, because of the ribbon, they didn't want to go right in there. Okay, and then a lot of these I just glued in. These are the flat ribbons that I glued in, or flat flowers, sorry. And then there's the other butterfly. And then I had this roll of pink that I put on there. But before I started the whole thing, I covered it with a big piece of tulle. Sorry, my camera's down there. A big piece of tulle that I just covered most of the hat with, and then it came out to about here because I asked her if she wanted a veil, and she said she would love that. So that's what I started with. That was my base. And in order to keep the doll on there, what I did is I took a piece of a pipe cleaner, a black pipe cleaner, because I thought that would add a little bit of contrast. And I left her little sign that she came with, like a mini pearl doll, and wrapped it around the floral roll and just adhered her, just twisted it on there, and then made a little bow out of it. So hopefully she'll be stationary, and I'll tell her to be cautious of her. And then on the top, what I did is I took an extra piece of this gross grain ribbon that I had, and I just kind of poofed it up and glued it in place along the back. And then I took little ponies, little spare ponies that I had, they're mostly unicorns, and glued them on the top with some little pink pom-poms. So that is what has come out of this. I hope you can really get a good view of it. It looks kind of chaotic because that's what my art projects always look, a little chaotic. But I have fun with them. This is what helps me to breathe, actually, is art. I love it. It's very fun. It helps me function and takes away all of the worries of the world and the pain and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, it's a little poofier on one side. Not really, I like it, but this side isn't as poofy as you can see. So, there are my cookies too. I had to have a cookie break. So I have to go back and do something about that. And when I put it on, it looks kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I just wanted to do maybe a couple more things to it. I'm not really sure at this point, so I've got to give it a rest because it's like 2:30 in the morning. So and I got to go to work in the morning too. So I've got to give it a rest for now and come back to it tomorrow and just breathe and see what else I need to do. And maybe brush the wings of the butterflies with some glitter or something. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to just sleep on it, think about it, put it on again, and see what I think. I can put it on, kind of give you an idea. Just remember that I'm in my PJs. And, so, you know, just keep that in mind at all times. Let me see if I can get it on real quick here. Sorry. Okay. No editing here. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. Hi. And this is the hat. It's a little bit heavy, but you know, that's kind of what it looks like. Really want to focus on the hat here portion. I'm squatting down so you can really see it. Hope you can see it. So it's kind of cool. If you can get a good look at it, it's kind of cool. Alright, thanks so much for joining me. Tell me what you think, and I'll keep messing with it. Alright, take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.